All right. Good morning. We will call to order the January 27th, 2026 meetings of the Indiana Alcohol and Tobacco Commission for escrow hearings. We will call each permit one at a time, and we will ask you what you are doing to make the permit active. Until your permit is called, please mute your microphone so that we can avoid unnecessary background noise and interruptions. Remember that this is being recorded, and that if your video is on, that is also being recorded. If you don't wish to have your video on until your permit is called, that's fine. Turn the video off. To mute your microphone, if you are on a laptop or a cell phone through the app, you can press the mute microphone icon. If you called in on a landline or on a cell phone, you will need to press *67 to mute. We will not be able to unmute for you, and you will need to unmute when your permit is called. First permit we are calling is DL 11-33019, Jatinder Kumar. Is there anyone on for Jatinder Kumar? Consent?
Consent to move to the end.
All right, consent. We'll show that move to the end of the agenda by consent. Next permit for consideration, there are 4. They are DL 21-33023, Central Indiana Package Group LLC. Also in that corporate name is DL 21-33027, DL 49-32886, and DL 49-33103.
Good morning, Madam Chair, members of the commission. Mark Webb for Central Indiana Package.
Good morning. Have you take our
morning.
oath? Do you solemnly swear or affirm, as the case may be, that the testimony you're about to give the commission will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right. Tell us what's happening. Let's take the first two first, the 2 DL21 permits, and tell us what's happening with those.
Okay, those, there are transfers on file that are still pending, but given the status of the global matter with Central Indiana Package Group, my client is just simply decided to sell everything. So the transfer, there are violations pending against these permits. They have not yet been settled. But my client does not plan on operating any of these permits. So that would really be the answer on all of them. They're going to sell every one of them.
All right. Thanks for letting us know. On the extensions for the first 2, they have the same dates. So what they would be getting.
Okay, you said when you say extensions.
I'm sorry, I meant escrow. I'm sorry. That other E word.
Right.
On the escrow, they have the same dates. So the escrow that they would be getting today would be the 4th year. It would run from November 17th of 25 to November 17th of 2026. There is a drop dead date of November 17th of 2027. I know you're aware of this, but just in case your client changes their mind and decides they do want to continue on with the transfer they have filed, since it's same ownership, that escrow date would continue to the new name if that were to happen.
Sure.
Okay.
Well, and I guess you bring up the issue of the transfer, which I also mentioned. My client does have, as I said, does have those stores in, those are Connorsville, Fayette County permits.
Yeah.
Both those locations are ready to open under whoever's going to run them. My client does not desire to run them at this point, but those stores are ready to open as soon as we can find a buyer to transfer them at an arm's length transaction.
Understood. Thank you for the update on those two. I'm going to go ahead and recommend that we grant I'm going to go ahead and make the motion that we grant the 4th year of escrow from November 17, 25 to November 17, 26, noting drop dead date November 17, 2027, and that's for DL 2133023 and DL 2133027, Central Indiana Package Group LLC.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Is there any further discussion? I would just note, and Mark, I think you kind of hinted at this or mentioned it, but the violations would need to be resolved either before the transfer to
Yes,
other
We
commonly owned
understand.
entity or an arm's length.
we understand. Yes.
And then procedurally, however that plays out, determine whether the transfer to the new entity needs to happen or whether that's withdrawn and the transfer in like a possible arm's length transfer is where you go from here. Those
Okay.
are just some items that I would mention here. Any further discussion? Not seeing any. All those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say no. Motion carries. And then the other two are DL 4932886 and DL 4933103.
Okay. On these, 32886 is a permit in Lawrence. It is a location pending. My client intends to sell that as soon as possible. And 33103 has a location on Man Road, but it is vacant land. My client intends to sell that as well. So they do not intend to open these stores.
Okay, thanks for the update. For DL 4932888 Central Indiana Package Group, I move that we grant the 3rd and 4th year of escrow from September 22nd, 2024 to September 22nd, 2026, noting drop dead date September 22nd, 2027.
Is that 32886? Hard to read on.
32886, yes.
Okay. Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Is there any further discussion? Not seeing any. All those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, say no. Motion carries.
And then on DL 4933103, I move that we grant the 5th year of escrow from March the 9th, 26th to February 21st of 2028. Would be the drop dead date. That 1 year renewal, March 9th, 2026 to March 9th, 2027, drop dead February 21st, 2028. And I make the motion for that 5th year renewal of escrow.
Second.
Been moved and seconded. Mark, did that make sense? This is one where because the first year was short, this is the 5th year, but there's actually
Right.
more time.
I understand.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. It's been moved and seconded. Is there, all those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, say no. Motion carries. All right, Mark, I think you might be on our next one. It is RR 4938652, Nicholas I. McDonald.
Yes, I have that one, and that one, my client has found a location on that one. We are hung up on an issue with the city of Indianapolis right now, because what he wants to do is he wants to have a cigar bar, but there are questions as to whether the city's going to let him open one. So we're trying to get that ironed out right now. But I'm hoping that that resolves on the affirmative, and then we can move to a transfer of location quickly.
Okay, thank you. This permit, as indicated, has never been active. This will be the fourth year of escrow, October 19th, 25 to October 19th, 2026. I so move that we grant the fourth year of escrow, October 19th, 25 to October 19th, 2026, with a drop dead date of October 19th, 2027.
Second.
Been moved and seconded. Is there any further discussion? Not seeing any. All those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say no. Motion carries. All right, and I think you're on our next one as well, RR 4938786, India Dining Group.
Yes, thank you, Madam Chair. And this one is going to be sold. They're not going to operate this. So the intention is to sell that as quickly as possible at an arm's length transaction.
Do you have a proposed buyer or just listing it now?
Just listing it. We've had some discussions with commission staff, and the decision, we're making the decision to go ahead and list that and put that one up for sale.
That's here in Marion County, right, Mark?
Yes, that is an Indianapolis
Okay.
three-way.
Our records show this has never been opened. This would be the fourth year of escrow. I move we grant that fourth year of escrow from September 22nd, 25 to September 22nd of 26 with a drop dead date of a year later on September 22nd, 2027. That's for RR 4938786 India Dining Group.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Is there any further discussion? Not seeing any. All those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Those say no. Motion carries. And I think we might be on our next one too. It's RR 8000793, Tyon Inc.
Yes. Okay. So this one is actually going to be opening probably late spring, early summer. It's up in Tipton. My guys have done extensive remodeling. They kept in regular contact with Officer Gillum, who runs the local board up there. He's been extremely helpful. And it's one of those things where he took an old building completely down to the studs. So as I say, we actually anticipate opening. In fact, I just received a communication from my client yesterday indicating that they would be opening soon. So we're really excited for that.
Thanks, Mark. That sounds great. We love when they don't have to stay in escrow for a super long time. Excuse me. I move that we grant the third year of escrow from June the 11th, 25 to June the 11th of 26. They will need to come back in June if they haven't opened yet. The drop dead date would be June the 11th. No, is that August the 11th of 2028. And that is for RR 8000793 Tyon Inc.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Is there any further discussion? Not seeing any. All those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say no. Motion carries. All right, Mark, do you have any others with us today?
Nope, I think that's it. You got me.
All right,
Thank you
that's
so
all we
much.
had listed too.
Thank you.
All right,
See ya.
thank you. Next permit is DL 2932924, Sing Rose Oil Incorporated.
Consent to move to the end.
Consent.
All right, we will show that move to the end of the agenda by consent. Next permit is DL 2933114, Ender Inc. Is there anyone? Oh, excuse me, is there anyone on for Ender Inc.?
Consent to move to the end?
We'll show that, can we take that by consent?
That's right.
All right, we'll show that move to the end of the agenda by consent. Next permit is DL 3033565, Surinder Mahal and Harpreet Singh.
Good morning, Greg Genrick with Bradford and Riley.
Morning, I'll have you take our oath. Do you solemnly swear or affirm, as the case may be, that the testimony you're about to give the commission will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Okay, so tell us what's happening with this permit.
They are looking actually for location. Issue is finding a place inside the town of or city of New Palestine, which is zoned correctly for a gas station / convenience store. So nothing yet. They're looking either to build or to buy an existing location. Just nothing's come available, and they're still working hard to find a place.
Thanks for that update. I will just note, what we grant today would be the third year of escrow from April the 16th of 2026 to April 16th, 2027. Drop dead date, April 16th, 2029. And good luck finding a location. Hopefully that happens quickly and they don't have to get much further in the to request more escrow time. And I make that motion for DL 3033565, Gurinder Mahal and Harpreet Singh.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any further discussion? Not seeing any. All those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say no. Motion carries.
Thank you.
Greg, you might be on our next one. It's RR 4918212 Buca Restaurants Incorporated.
Yes. This is a location at Castleton, which was closed during the bankruptcy restructure. There isn't a transfer on file. It's going to be heard next Monday and should be approved by the middle of the month. Arm's length transaction going to a landlord in Broderpool area.
All right, I had a couple questions when I reviewed this, Mr. Genrich. One of the questions I think that remains unresolved, probably isn't a big deal, but remains a little unresolved, is there some signatures on the applications are by person with the same name indicating it's a junior? There's another indication that it's the third.
He's
So-
the third, yes. Yeah, I'll get that corrected.
I would appreciate that. Thank you very much. I would note that this would be the third year of escrow, October 7th, 25 to October 7th, 26, with the drop dead date of August 5th, 2029. I do move for that third year of escrow again, October 7th, 25 to October 7th, 26.
Second. Been moved and seconded. Is there any further discussion? Is there still a Form 1 missing, or do we have the Form 1?
I work with the treasurer. It's because the banker's trying to get the court order to release the Form 1.
Okay. So just know that that's a lingering issue, and I know it may
Yes.
be,
We'll get it
Fine.
resolved before the transfer is complete.
okay. All right, it's been moved and seconded. All those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, say no. Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thanks. Do you have any others with us today? I think that's all we had listed.
Just that Panda Realty should be off. It's now active.
Yep.
Okay, great.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Next, permit is DL 3233111, New City Development Partners LLC.
Good morning, Madam Chair, Commissioners. Alex Ittermill
Morning.
for ICAM. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes,
Great.
I will have you take our oath. Do you solemnly swear or affirm, as the case may be, that the testimony you're about to give the commission will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
All right, so tell us what's happening with this permit.
Yes, so this was a permit that I believe was bought at auction. New City Development is still looking for an appropriate location in Avon, similar to Mr. Genrich's testimony on the previous permit, just a little difficult finding a space that meets the zoning and other requirements, but still determined to put this permit into use as soon as possible.
But who are you working with to find the location, Alex?
New City it's actually, he's a developer, has
Okay.
developments all around central Indiana. And so he has contacts with other developers and realtors and whatnot that he's working with. That's the permittee.
Okay, I asked that because this is the 4th year of escrow. So you're bumping up again, so you still have lots of time, but it goes quickly. as you
Yes, it
know.
does. It does.
Anything else, Alex?
No, sir.
I recommend that we grant the 4th year of escrow from February 22nd, 2026 to February 22nd, 2027, understanding that the drop dead date is February 22nd, 2028, and that's for DL 3233111, New City Development Partners, LLC.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Is there any further discussion? Not seeing any. All those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say no. Motion carries. Next permit is DL 4133305, Tilliget Tool LLC.
Yes. This is one that they are still determined also to put this into use under their name. They have unfortunately run into some significant complications with the construction side and the contractor. They are trying to resolve those issues so that they can move forward with completing a new location and put this permit into use. They understand, though, that the time is starting to run short on their escrow period as well. And so if they're not able to resolve those construction issues in the next 6 to 8 months, they will start looking for a buyer.
Okay, thanks for that update. Glad you're on top of it with the dates they're up against. Just to remind you what those are, what we've granted today would be the 4th year from February 17, 2026 to February 17, 2027. They can stay in escrow until November the 8th of 2028. So they have a little bit of time, but I'm glad they're looking at the big picture. I'm going to go ahead and move that we grant that escrow period for DL 4133305 Village Tool LLC. So
Been moved and seconded. All those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say no. Motion carries. Next permit is RR 7133955, Pokagon Gaming Authority.
Yes, this, as you may recall, is the restaurant permit that the Pokagon Band or the Pokagon Gaming Authority used at their Four Winds casino facility before they had completed the hotel that now is at that location. So once the hotel was complete, they obtained a hotel permit and put this restaurant permit 210 into escrow. They originally were thinking about finding another concept on tribal lands to utilize the permit for, but have since decided to look for a buyer. And so that is where we are, still looking to sell the permit and transfer it to another owner in South Bend.
Okay, well, thank you, Mr. Innermill. Good luck with that. As you are fully aware, this would be the 4th year of escrow. That'd be September 4th of 25 to September 4th of 26. I do move for 4th year of escrow on RR 7133955 Pokagon Gaming Authority. That being September 4th, 25 to September 4th, 26, understanding that the drop dead date on this is February 7th, 2022.
second.
Been moved and seconded. Is there any further discussion? Not seeing any. All those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say no. Motion carries. Alex, same question as everybody else. Do you have anything else with us today?
I think that's it for me. Thank you.
All right, that's what we had too, but just wanted to check.
Stay warm.
Appreciate it. Yeah, have a great day.
You too. Next permit is DL 45144465 Merrill Liquors LLC.
Hi, this is Adrienne Carrier with Barnes and Thornburg for Merrill Liquors LLC. This permit was
Right, hold
originally.
on, I'll have you take our oath.
Oh, yes, of course.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm, as the case may be, that the testimony you're about to give the commission will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
All right, and do you have a power of attorney on file with the commission?
Yes, we do. We filed last week and we have a receipt from the ATC from last Wednesday.
Okay, so now tell us what's happening with this permit.
Yes, so this permit was originally associated with a liquor store, which existed in the shopping center, and the whole area has been demolished to make room for mixed use development. Of course, with things like this, there have been several delays in getting that the permit back operational. So in 2024, we got through a lot of the government approvals, and 2025 was our year to get the construction contract and the blueprints in place. So we had all of that approved, and construction is set to begin once the weather gets warmer. In 2025, we also had the area rezoned as a planned unit development, which allows for a standalone liquor store. So our portion of the project will begin, the construction will begin, like I said, once the weather gets warmer. It's, of course, we understand that we're up against a tight deadline, and my client is well aware that he only has a year to make this work, but we've gotten through what we hope are a number of the big hurdles, and hopefully we can get this operational by next year.
Well, thank you very much for that thorough explanation of where things are. And it sounds like you and your client are aware that this would be the 5th year of escrow, the last year. That means things have to be done by January 16th of 2027, and you're aware of that.
Yes.
So I hope
Yes.
things go well with the construction. They certainly can't start with all the snow we have. I don't know what you have, what it's like in Lake County.
It's quite snowy and it keeps coming.
Okay, but, and they need to be open by that date. So
Yes.
January 16th is the date they need to be open, all right?
Yep, that's right.
Anything further, ma'am?
That's all for me.
Okay, thank you. On DL 45144465 Merrill Liquors LLC, I move we grant the 5th and last year of escrow from January 16th of 2026 to January 16th of 2027, understanding that January date is the drop dead date, and that's the date that you need to be open, all right?
Second.
Understood.
It's been moved and seconded. Is there any further discussion? Not seeing any. All those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, say no. Motion carries. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next permit is RR 4937564 AGT Management LLC.
Adrienne on for that one too.
Clark's right here. He's on the screen. His name is.
All right, is anyone on for RR 4937564 AGT Management? Okay,
So, sorry, was I called for AGT because I've actually withdrawn my POA for them?
oh, okay.
You know if anybody else is entered?
I do not.
Thank you.
All right, we will
Consent.
make sure our system updates to show that that's withdrawn.
Consent to move AGT to the end.
Consent.
Consent.
All right, we'll show that move to the end of the agenda by consent, and the next one is RR 4937692 38th Street Sports Bar and Grill Corp.
All right, that one I'm still on for.
All right, I'll have you take our oath. Do you solemnly swear or affirm, as the case may be, that the testimony you're about to give the commission will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
All right, so tell us your name and then tell us what's happening with the permit.
Yes, Clark Kirkman with Clark Quinn Law on behalf of 38th Street Sports Bar and Grill Corp. This permit, you will probably remember, back in October, I filed to have the permit reactivated. It had previously been made dead. There was a lengthy filing with a number of exhibits discussing how the permittee had lost her mom right around the time it had been a transfer had been final processed, and it had lingered in a conditionally approved state for I think almost 4 years, or 3 years. And then it was finally approved, but subsequently soon after they're made dead, and then again, we appreciate it very much, reactivated. Since the permit's been reactivated, they've been, Demita has been, working to get, there is a location, they bought there's a location with the permit, and working to rehabilitate. It needs a lot of work, but, and we understand that this is the final year of escrow, hoping to get everything squared away by late summer of this year.
Okay, thanks for the update, Mr. Kirkman.
And I can't tell you how appreciative she is that you allowed her to save this license. It really meant a lot.
Good, it's good to hear. Always good to be appreciated, right? This would be your third, fourth, and fifth years of escrow, as you know, September 5th, 23 to 9/5/24, 9/5/24 to 9/5/25, and 9/5/25 to 9/5/26. Drop dead date is just shortly thereafter, February 15th, 2027. So I am moving for the third, fourth, and fifth years of escrow for RR 4937-692, 38th Street Sports Bar and Grill Corp. Again, that's 9/5/23 all the way up to 9/5/26.
Second. It's been moved and seconded. Is there any further discussion? Not seeing any. All those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say no. Motion
So-
carries.
So with that one, it's approved through September, and then we'd have to come back to get the remaining time until February the 15th. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Anything else on this one, Mr. Kirkman?
No, sir.
Okay, thank you.
All right, you might be on our next one too. It's RR 52-33613 XFF LLC.
Yes, so this one is currently held in a location pending status. It had been operated on a management agreement, and the tenant that had been operating it got wonky with some taxes. It became a problem. That has been rectified, and the permit is now renewed until February till February, and then we have another renewal that we have to file or have filed. And the goal is to sell this license. There's a new potential tenant going into the location where it had previously been, and the hope is that we'll ultimately be able to come to an agreement with that new tenant to obtain this license.
Okay.
Anything further, Clark?
That's all I have.
Okay. This would be the third year of escrow from February 13th, 2026 to February 13th, 2027. The drop dead date is February 1st, 2029. So there's time, and sounds like they're working at it. Anything further, Clark?
That's all for now.
Under RR 52-33613 XFSL LLC, I move we grant the third year of escrow from February 13th, 26 to February 13th, 2027, with the drop dead date of February 1st, 2029.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Is there any further discussion? Not seeing any. All those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, say no. Motion carries. All right, Clark, anything else with us today?
I think that's all for me. Thank you.
All right, thanks.
All right. Have a good one.
Next permit is DL 4533460 Lucky Business Inc.
Morning, Madam Chair and the board. Jared Tauber on behalf of the petitioner.
Good morning. I'll have you take our oath. Do you solemnly swear or affirm, as the case may be, that the testimony you're about to give the commission will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
All right, so tell us what's happening with this permit.
Sure. My client had purchased an old gas station up in Cherville, Indiana, and they did a complete tear down of that station. Their new station is probably about 80% done right now. So the goal is to make the permit active. I think we listed June in our application. It might actually be a little bit earlier than that, the way it's looking.
Good, that sounds great. What we would grant today would be the third year of escrow. That would be from March 20th, 2026 to March 20th, 2027. And the drop dead date would be March the 19th of 2029. Sounds like they'll meet that without any problems. I move that we grant that third year of escrow for DL 4533460 Lucky Business Inc.
Second.
Been moved and seconded. All those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say no. Motion carries. Next permit is HD 4529956 Northport LLC.
Sure. This is one of mine again. This is a location on the square in Crown Point. Originally, my clients were going to remodel the space and do a restaurant, and that sort of went haywire, and they've been trying to figure out whether or not they're going to have a tenant come in and open up a restaurant, or if they're going to actually do it. So it's still in limbo on what's going to go there, but they are certainly planning on making this permit active prior to the deadline.
All right, thank you, Mr. Tauber. As you know, I believe permit has never been active. This would be the fourth year of escrow, July 20th, 25 to July 20th of 2026. Drop dead date being July 20th, 2027. I am moving for that fourth year of escrow. Again, July 20th, 25 to July 20th, 26 for HD 4529956 Northport LLC.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Is there any further discussion? Not seeing any. All those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say no. Motion carries. Next permit is RR 4530219 Safe El Sharif.
Yes, this is a permit that was active at one time. The owner actually passed away. His ex-wife is the executor of the estate, and we now have this permit under contract to be sold with a local hearing set next month.
And I show, Mr. Tauber, that the pending permit number would be RR 4543111. And you're set for next month for the transfer, is that correct?
Yes, it's set for February 4th, so here in a week, next week.
February 4th, okay. Well, I hope things go well. Is there anything further, sir?
No.
Under RR 4530219, I think. Saif El Sharif, I move we grant the fourth year of escrow from February 16th, 2026 to February 16th, 2027. Understand the drop dead date is a year later, June 17th, 2028, but there is a transfer of ownership and location pending for under RR 4543111. So this hopefully will be resolved in just a few weeks. Thank you so much.
Second.
Been moved and seconded. All those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say no. Motion carries. Next permit is RR 4540453, Federico Pintor.
This is another one that my client purchased. It's in Highland, and originally he wanted to put a restaurant in somewhere. It's a location pending. His deal fell through with his business partner, and so now he is actively trying to sell the permit.
Okay, that sounds good. You just remind your client that what he's getting today is the 3rd and 4th year of escrow. Those would run from January 21st, 2025 through January 21st, 2027. And he does have a drop dead date of October 24th, 2028. So he's got a little bit of time, but it goes fast, it goes quickly. Sorry about the partner problem and having to change plans, but hopefully he can, with your help, get something together and get it sold.
Yes, we will get it sold.
Thank you. I move that we grant the 3rd and 4th year of escrow for the dates noted for RR 4540453 Federico Pintor.
Second.
Been moved and seconded. All those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, say no. Motion carries. I think you're still rolling with us here. The next permit is RR 6440770. Micheline Tomic?
Tomich, yes, I believe this is my last one. Mickey Tomich, she owns a marketing company up here, and she created a space out in Hebron, in which it's an event space right now where they have an existing permit. They have some more land there that they plan on opening a location of some sort with a separate building, and on a different parcel, which is next to them. And that's why she applied for the permit. And she has every intention of making that active sometime in the next year or so.
Okay, sounds good. As you know, this would be the 3rd year of escrow. That's from March 7th, 26 to March 7th, 2027. The drop dead date gives her some time, March 7th, 2029, basically 3 years out, but as she well knows, given her business probably, that could crunch her. So I would move for a 3rd year of escrow, again, March 7th, 26 to March 7th, 27, for RR 6440770, Michelle Tomich. Or Micheline Tomich, I'm sorry.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. All those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say no. Motion carries. Thank you.
Good to see everyone. Stay warm.
You too.
Thank you.
Be safe.
Next permit is RR 0203186, Looney and Silly's Country Bar Incorporated. Is there anyone on for Looney and Silly's Country Bar Incorporated?
Consent to move to the end?
Consent.
We will move to the end of the agenda by consent. Next permit is RR 0638208, CRG Unit 49 LLC.
Hi, good morning. This is John Rush. I'm a partner with the Cunningham Restaurant Group.
Good morning. I'll have you take our oath. Do you solemnly swear or affirm, as the case may be, that the testimony you're about to give the commission will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
All right, so tell us what's happening with this permit.
This is a permit in the Zionsville area, which we fully intend to make active within the allocated time. As of today, we've not found a suitable location or be able to put a deal together. We're going to continue diligently to make that happen.
Thanks for that information. I know you know what you're doing and have other other businesses.
How'd you do it?
So good luck finding a location in Zionsville and getting this into use. I'll just remind you that this What we're granting today will be the 4th year of escrow, which will run from December the 19th, 2025 to December 19th, 2026. And the drop dead date is December 19th of 2027. So a little bit of time to go. And I move that we grant that 4th year for RR 0638208 CRG Unit 49 LLC.
Second.
Thanks
It's been
very
moved
much for
and
your-
seconded. All those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed,
thanks very
say
much
no.
for your- thanks
Motion
very much for your
carries.
Patience and support.
Thank you.
Madam Chairman? Hello,
Um, yes, we're calling permits one at a time.
I understand that. This is Paul McLean. You just called me prior to that. I'm trying to get unmuted. I just got back in.
Are you here for Looney and Silly's Country Bar Incorporated?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we will recall that one. I'll have you take our oath. Do you solemnly swear or affirm, as the case may be, that the testimony you're about to give the commission will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so tell us what's happening with this permit.
Well, I bought the bar from Lonnie, before I get this all transferred over. I mean, it's paid to him and everything, but I gotta get transferred. In the meantime, he passed away. The contract we're trying to get with Metropolitan Title in Fort Wayne, get that taken care of on the real estate, and then I got to get the commission and get the transfer of title to us.
So do you own Looney and Silly's Country Bar Incorporated, or are you trying to buy it?
Well, I run it for the last few years, and I bought it, and we had escrow last couple of years, and it's going to go back on this year. We renewed last year, and she come back, says there's nothing to put it into. So I formed a LLC, Looney and Country Bar LLC. I'm just trying to go through the steps here.
Okay, so you're trying to correct the corporate ownership issue, the issue with the corporation being administratively dissolved?
Correct. That's what I'm doing now.
Okay, are you a listed owner or manager with Looney and Silly's Country Bar Incorporated?
Yes, was, yes.
Okay,
Do you have someone you're working with, sir, on these legal issues?
Well, my attorney passed also, but I'm going to be getting with Midwest Business Brokers there in Fort Wayne and see what they recommend and a new attorney, and then get with the state commission and get this all switched over.
You've been living with this, sir, for a while, and you understand everything. I'm not sure I fully understand, but our records show that Looney and Silly's Country Bar, Inc., the corporate structure, was dissolved by the Secretary of State almost 11 years ago. Are you aware of that?
I just seen that on, I think it was Ann Morales sent me a thing in November, and I was just reading it while I was waiting here today and seeing all that, yes.
So you're aware of that problem?
I'm aware of what?
The problem that the corporation does not exist.
Right, that's why I've got another corporation LLC set up to transfer this into.
That's probably more complicated than you just made it sound.
Well, that's
You're
why I'm saying
trying to
I got to go get the attorneys and I'm going to Midwest Business Brokers, who we dealt with when we bought the three-way permit, and get who he recommends and get started on this thing.
All right. So you don't have an attorney yet, but you're going to get one. Is that what I understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How quickly do you think you can do that? This is very important.
Well, I'm down in Florida right now. Probably within 2 months, I'll be back and I'll be running it down probably March, April. Like I say, my attorney has passed away also.
Right. You've had a bad luck of relationships right now. So I need to be clear. This is not open. Is that correct? You're not operating it.
Correct. Hasn't been for a couple of years now.
Okay, so it's been closed for a while, which is why it's in escrow. I thought you said at one point that you've been running it.
I was, yes.
But you're not now.
No, well, we're not open. I was the manager and am still in control of
Okay.
everything, you know.
Do you understand, sir, how important it is that the corporation does not exist? Will you make sure with your attorney you address that?
Yes, sir.
Then I don't have the records in front of me, so I can't look at this for sure, but somebody representing Looney and Silly's Country Bar Incorporated, not just a manager, will have to sign transferring that ownership.
Well,
So-
I have, the daughter was the executor of his estate, but I mean, it's been paid. I have it in contract and everything, but yes, I'll handle that all with the attorney.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure somebody with the estate was still involved to get that transfer completed.
Yes.
All
ma'am.
right, thank you.
Thank you.
Is there anything further, sir?
Not at this time.
Okay, I need to remind you or let you know that this is the 4th year of escrow. You can only have 5 years and then you'll lose this permit. So the 4th year of escrow would be from December 1st, 25 to December 1st, 26. And all this has to be completed by December 31st, 2027. So you still have some time, but I think there's a lot of work to be done on this, all right?
Yes, sir.
Do you have anything else to say, sir?
As my progression in this case goes, do I keep you informed or do I just wait till the next, meeting?
Well, we will have a meeting sometime a year from now.
Well, no, so we cannot renew
Yeah.
the permit because the permit holder doesn't exist.
Right, that's
So-
what I'm saying. Do I keep you updated? I mean, I know I gotta go with the commission and get the transfer and all that done. But do I keep you as a board updated or we just wait, get it all done before the next meeting?
So essentially, we are the commission. So if you file the right paperwork with your processor, that will update all of our records. So you
Okay,
don't have to come back for this meeting unless we vote to have you come back. But if you file your paperwork with your processor, that will resolve the issue for us.
all righty.
Here's now.
Well, we can grant it, but it would be conditioned on there being a
Okay.
permit holder.
Okay. So, sir, we can grant the 4th year of escrow in this, but it will be conditioned on you getting things resolved, all right?
Yes, sir.
So you're gonna have to keep in touch with your processor and we will end up with that information.
Thank you.
And we may, if we don't see it resolved here within the next couple of months, we may call you back for another hearing to find out what's happening, but you don't have to come back unless you hear from us that there's another hearing.
All right, thank you for your time.
And I know that you're in Florida right now and that complicates things, but that means even with that distance from Florida to here, you need to get an attorney, you need to get this issue of the Secretary of State and the existence of the corporation. You need to work with the daughter of the prior owner and the estate to get all that resolved. That's going to be difficult for you to do. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Under RR 02-03186 Looney and Silly's Country Bar, Inc., I move that we conditionally grant the 4th year of escrow from December 1st, 25 to December 1st, 26 with a drop dead date of December 31st, 27. Understand that he has lots of issues to resolve, not the least of which is the fact that the legal entity, the Looney and Silly's Country Bar, Inc., has been dissolved.
Second.
Been moved and seconded. Is there any further discussion? Not seeing any. All those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, say no. Motion carries.
Thank you and stay warm.
All right, thank you. Good luck.
Yep.
Next permit is RR 29-35799 Brinker Restaurant Corporation.
Good morning, Jeff McKean for Brinker Restaurant Corporation.
Good morning. I'll have you take our oath. Do you solemnly swear or affirm, as the case may be, that the testimony you're about to give the commission will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
All right, so tell us what's happening with this permit.
Okay, this was a Chili's restaurant in Westfield that closed in January of 2024. So it's been closed 2 years. We thought we had it sold to a steakhouse going into town. That deal fell through, but we are in negotiations currently with a prospective buyer, and we've exchanged purchase agreements. So hopefully that will come to fruition.
Good to hear, Mr. McKean. I hope that all takes place. This, as you know, will be the third year of escrow. That would be from January 29th, 26 to January 29th, 2027, with a drop dead date of January 17th, 2029. So I do move for that third year of escrow for RR 29-35799, as well as underlying permit RR 29-35798, Brinker Restaurant Corporation. Again, that drop dead date is 1/17/29.
Second. It's been moved and seconded. All those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say no.
Thank you.
Motion carries.
You're welcome.
Next permit is RR 4939-648, Allen and Allen Men's Clothing Company.
Yeah, Jeff McKean on behalf of Allen and Allen's Men Clothing Company again. This location was near downtown. It closed in May of 2024. The holders of the permit are looking to relocate to the north side. They are looking at sites on West 86th Street and also near on East 82nd Street near Allisonville Road in the Castleton area. So they believe they will have it back into use sometime in 2026.
Well, sounds good. Anything else, Jeff?
That's all I have.
Do you have a question?
No.
Okay. Under RR 4939-648, Allen and Allen Men's Clothing Company, I move we grant the third year of escrow from March 2nd, 2026 to March 2nd, 2027, with a drop dead date of May 31st, 2029. It's a little bit different in terms of that. Show that the plan is to relocate on the north side of town. They're looking actively and have 2 locations identified. I move that we grant the third year of escrow.
Second.
Been moved and seconded. All those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say no. Motion carries. All right, Jeff, do you have anything else with us today? That's all we had.
No, that's all for me. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. Next permit is RR 3224-058, Tegri Inc. Is there anyone on for Tegri Inc?
Consent, move to the end.
Consent.
All right, we will show that move to the end of the agenda by consent. Next permit is RR 4531888, Bankruptcy Estate of Noreen Connolly. Is there anyone on for Bankruptcy Estate of Noreen Connolly?
Consent to move to the end.
Consent.
Good morning.
Wait.
This is special.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning. This is special counsel.
All right, I will have you take our oath.
Withdraw my motion to move to the end.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm, as the case may be, that the testimony you're about to give the commission will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
All right, so tell us your name, and then what's happening with the permit.
Attorney Amanda Hires. I'm the special counsel appointed by the bankruptcy court over the bankruptcy estate of Noreen Connolly on behalf of the Chapter 7 trustee.
And what's happening with this permit?
We do have a buyer. We're waiting on a motion for summary judgment ruling from the federal court in order to allow to sell to that prospective buyer. And hopefully if the ruling comes out soon, then it will be dealt with by summer. But really, we're just waiting on the bankruptcy court.
Okay, so you're aware this will be the 4th year of escrow, October 1st, 25 to
Yes.
October 1st, 26.
That is correct.
Okay. I do move for that fourth year of escrow, October 1st, 2025 to October 1st, 2026 for RR 45-31-888 bankruptcy estate of Noreen Conley, noting the drop dead date of July 1st, 2028.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. All those in favor indicate by saying aye.
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 Thank
Aye.
you so much.
All right. Thank you. All right, next permit is RR 4538660 TGGR CP Holdings LLC. And RR 4538674 and RR 6438671, same corporate entity.
Good morning, Greg Bauer on behalf of TGGR CP Holdings LLC.
All right, good morning. I'll have you take our oath. Do you solemnly swear or affirm, as the case may be, that the testimony you're about to give the commission will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right, so tell us what's happening with this permit. Or with these
Well,
three permits, sorry.
yes, with respect to this entity, my client has acquired the franchise rights in Northwest Indiana with respect to the Great Greek Mediterranean Grill. And it is actively looking for locations. And it's, talking to landlords about rent and build out. And what complicates things is the franchisor has to approve of the locations. So they're in the process of trying to open locations for all of the permits. And they want to make sure that they find the right location, that they don't have to be, because it's a significant capital investment in the build out and everything for the Great Greek Mediterranean Grill. And those are its efforts right now. And it is actively pursuing this, as the principal is a developer who has extensive experience in commercial real estate.
So is what you've just described, sir, applicable to all three permits?
Yes, it is.
Same thing, correct?
Correct.
Okay, there are some different dates on this, so I'd like to go through each of these with you, recognizing that you're working on getting the Mediterranean Grill open in all three locations. The first, under RR 4538660, would be the fourth year of escrow from June 7th, 2025 to June 7th, 2026, with a drop dead date of June 7th, 2027. Right? So should we take these one at a time?
Sure. So the different dates.
So under RR 4538660.
Hold on a second. There's someone on phone number 317-437-5733. Can you please mute your phone? By pressing *67, you're creating feedback for the meeting. All right, it seems to have resolved. All right, sorry about that, Mr. Bauer.
For the record again, sir, under RR 4538660, TGGR CP Holdings LLC, fourth year of escrow from June 7th, 25, June 7th, 26, with a drop dead date a year later of June 7th, 2027. It sounds like you've got everything moving on it. I don't mean June 7th. That's my motion.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. All those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, say no. Motion carries.
Now, the next two dates are the same, sir. It would be on both a fourth year of escrow from August 19th, 2025 to August 19th, 2026, for both a drop dead date of August 19th, 2027. And so I move under RR 4538664 and RR 6438061, TGGR CP Holdings LLC, that we grant the fourth year of extension of escrow to August 19, 25 to August 19, 2026.
Second.
It's Been moved and seconded. All those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say no. Motion carries. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next, permit is RR 4538675 OS and HCP Holdings LLC. And OS and HCP Holdings LLC. Under permit RR 4538676.
Good morning again. Greg Bauer on behalf of OS and HCP Holdings LLC.
All right, you've already been sworn, so tell us what's happening with these permits.
Again, it's the same situation. My client has purchased the franchise rights for Northwest Indiana here to open these locations. It's actively looking for a location that satisfies itself that it can open and operate the business successfully for a number of years. It's working with the franchisor because then the franchisor comes in to approve the location. It complicates things with the franchise, but my client is experienced in commercial real estate. The principal, he's actively looking for locations, diligently pursuing this. They've operated these type of restaurants and they know they can be successful in it, and they just need the right locations to operate both of these permits.
Thanks for all that information. I have one question for you on both of them. The escrow request form stated that the business closed on December the 15th of 2024. However, we have that it's been in escrow since the permits were issued on August the 19th of 2022. Do you know if that was just a typo or?
Well, I believe that applies to the Great Greek Mediterranean Grill, and that doesn't apply to the original Sausage and Hoagies franchise.
Okay, thank you for that clarification. We'll note that the escrow, when both of those entered escrow on August the 19th of 2022 is the correct.
So there was a transfer of ownership?
I think he's talking about these were the first date of escrow.
Oh, so our first date of escrow was correct. Never mind.
Yes.
Never mind. I withdraw my question. I'm clear now.
Okay.
Thanks.
It's okay, I will need
Okay, so just stating again that our date that both of these permits entered escrow, which is August the 19th of 2022, is the correct date to start escrow. With that, what we will grant today is the fourth year of escrow, which will be August the 19th, 2025 to August 19th, 2026, noting drop dead date August 19th, 2027. So sounds like they have already purchased the franchise rights. Sounds like they are in that difficult position of looking for location and getting that approved by the franchise company. Good luck with all that. And I'm going to make my motion that the fourth year of escrow for both permits be approved, noting the drop dead date of August 19, 2027 for both. And that is for RR 45-38675 and RR 45-38676, OS and H CP Holdings LLC.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. All those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, say no. Motion carries.
Thank you for your time and consideration this morning.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for your work.
Be safe.
Next, permit is RR 49044427, Wander Lockerbie Pub LLC.
Hello. I'm Jennifer, and I'm representing Wander Lockerbie Pub.
All right, I'll have you take our oath today. You solemnly swear or affirm, as the case may be, that the testimony you're about to give the commission will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
All right, so can you state your name again? It cut out for me for a second.
No problem. Jennifer Osterman.
So tell us what's happening with this permit.
It's in the last year. We had a tentative location at 929 East 23rd Street, which I think I sent some things. We had some financing issues. We have one more option to look at. If not, I have talked to some people that would be interested in purchasing it through Greg Gingrich, who's probably being here today. So that is a possibility within the time frame before it is out of the 5-year of escrow. It's basically the goal, either to use it or to sell it.
Well, I'm sorry you've had those struggles with financing and everything else. And thank you for showering us with that information. I note that this would be the 5th year of escrow, 12/30/25 to 12/30/26. Drop dead date is July 1st, 2027. Okay, so I move for that 5th year of escrow, which actually doesn't get you all the way through to your drop dead date, but that 5th year of escrow would be July 30th, 25, to July 30th, 26. And if you don't have up and operational by 12/30/26, you'll have to come back to us to make sure you get those next 6 months for escrow, all right?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Right, it's been moved and seconded. Is there any further discussion? Not seeing any. All those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, say no. Motion carries.
Thank
Good
you.
luck.
Have
You're welcome. Good luck.
Bye-bye.
Right, the next permit is RR 4941108 Panda Realty LLC, and that is active. So we can skip that one. Next permit is RR 7940653 ASG Ventures LLC.
Good morning, Andy Gutwein for ASG Ventures.
Good morning. I'll have you take our oath. Do you solemnly swear or affirm, as the case may be, that the testimony you're about to give the commission will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
All right. Tell us what's happening with this permit.
Not a lot of progress. We've been looking for appropriate locations. This is a West Lafayette permit. Been looking for appropriate locations. There are some new buildings under construction that will provide additional retail opportunities, but we haven't had a lot of success. And so right now, I'm going to be looking for either a new partner or a purchaser for the permit. I'm about ready to throw up my hands if we can't get something put together soon.
Okay, well, it sounds like you're weighing your options, which is great. What we've agreed today will be 3rd year of escrow. That'll run from October the 17th, 2025 to October 17th, 2026. And there is a drop dead date of February the 13th, 2029. You would need to have it sold or operational before that date. You can come back and ask for additional time if you need it over what we're granting today.
Okay. Okay.
So good luck with either finding a location or new partner or selling or whatever you're doing. Got a little bit of time to do that. And I move that we grant that time period for RR 7940653 ASG Ventures LLC.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. All those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, say no. Motion carries. Thank you. Next permit is RR 8239518 Munchie Smoke Shop Incorporated.
Good morning, Scott Bedwell here on behalf of Munchies.
All right, good morning. I'll have you take our oath. Do you solemnly swear or affirm, as the case may be, that the testimony you're about to give the commission will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
All right, so tell us what's happening with this permit.
So from our last discussion in November, I've
Scott,
had them
can you
clean
speak
up a
up,
few
please?
things. Sure. Can you hear me now?
A little better. Go ahead.
Okay. From our last meeting in November, I've had them clean up a few things with the Secretary of State. It was updated on December 5th of 25. Looks like a tax clearance letter was issued on January 2nd of 2026. Last week, a renewal was filed, sent in via UPS. So hopefully that's arrived at the ATC yesterday or today. So that'll get it up to date. I think it shows expired in 24. So I think that'll catch it up on all their renewals. And then the plan is to transfer this permit hopefully later this week to Noche Restaurant LLC in Evansville.
Okay, that's good to hear, Mr. Bedwell, especially getting all those other items cleared up. So as you know, this would be the third year of escrow. That would be from April 11th, 25 to April 11th, 26. Drop dead date is March 1st, 2029. Understanding that all those items have been cleared up and conditioned upon confirming that, I know you said that you believe it's been received or at least sent to the commission, but I'm not sure whether it's been received. I'm assuming all those items have been received to clear everything up. I do move for a third year of escrow for RR 82-39518 Munchie Smoke Shop Inc. That being April 11th, 25 to April 11th, 26, with a drop dead date of March 1st, 29.
Second.
Been moved and seconded. All those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, say no. Motion carries. Thanks, Scott.
Thank you. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye now.
You too.
Next permit, they requested a continuance until February. Can we take it by consent to continue RR 8539437 JB Bailey Investments LLC
Consent.
to our February meeting?
Consent.
All right, I will show that continued to our February meeting by consent. Now we will start to recall permits. First one, recalling DL 1133019 Jatinder Kumar.
I move to note failure to appear and continue to the next escrow.
Second.
All note, or it's been moved and seconded. All those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, say no. Motion carries. Next permit to recall is DL 2932924 Sing Rose Oil Incorporated.
I would move to have this matter continue to the February escrow hearing, noting this is a failure to appear.
Second.
Been moved and seconded. All those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, say no. Motion carries. Recalling DL 2933114 Ender Incorporated.
Yes, I'm here.
All right. Good morning. I'll have you take our oath.
Good morning. Sure, go ahead, please.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm, as the case may be, that the testimony you're about to give the commission will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right. So tell us your name and how you're associated with Ender Incorporated.
My name is Abola Singh. I'm a president of the company.
All right. And what's happening with this permit to make it active?
You know, we are negotiating a lease with hopefully be done soon. So once we got the lease, probably be a 5-6 months, we should be ready to open. So we are kind of negotiating a lease right now.
So did I understand you may be open as early as 6 months from now?
This is the goal. As soon as I get the lease signed up, you know, we're still working with some of the lease terms.
Okay, well, congratulations on that. But you are up against a timetable here. This is the proposed 5th year of escrow. Yeah, third?
On Ender.
Right, third year of escrow.
That's
So
what I
you've still
thought.
got some time. Is there
Yeah,
anything further?
Yeah, no problem, sir. I should
Okay.
be having this year should be up to going.
Okay, under DL 29-33114, Ender Inc., I move that we grant the third year of escrow from March 22nd, 2025 to March 22nd, 2026 with a drop dead date of March 22nd, 2028.
Second.
Been moved and seconded. All those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say no. Motion carries.
Thank you so
Thank you,
much.
sir.
Bye-bye.
Next permit to recall is RR 4937564 AGT Management LLC.
Anyone on for AGT? If not, I note that this is the first failure to appear, and I move that we reschedule this for the February 24th, 2026 escrow hearing for one more try to renew escrow.
Second.
Been moved and seconded. All those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say no. Motion carries. Next permit to recall is RR 322408 Integrity Incorporated, and I will note this is the second failure to appear.
Hello?
Hi, are you here for Integrity Incorporated?
Yes, that's right.
Okay, I'll have you take our oath. Do you solemnly swear or affirm, as the case may be, that the testimony you are about to give the commission will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
All right, so tell us your name and how you're associated with the business.
My name is Hoskaya Dagvados. I am co-owner of the company.
You're co-owner of the company?
Yes.
Okay, so tell us what's happening with this permit to make it active.
Our old lease expired, and then we're trying to find closer to our old location, new place to lease, but there's not a whole lot of new buildings or space for lease in the north side of the Brownsburg. But we hired a leasing agent. We're talking to them, and then we're looking for what else space is available around the Brownsburg area. And then we're
So
still
your old
looking
lease
about
expired and you're looking for a new location in Brownsburg, working with an agent, but having difficulties.
Yeah, it's where I can't find the right location for us. Hopefully this year, some new buildings coming up.
And that would be nice. I'm glad you're actively looking. What we would approve today would be the third year of escrow, and that would be August the 21st, 2025 to August the 21st of 2026. There is a drop dead date of July 1st of 2028. So you can come back later this year and ask for additional time if needed, but hopefully something will pop up and you'll find a lease. I think you said you're working with a leasing agent, and that will definitely hopefully help to find something in Brownsburg. Anything further?
No. Thank you very much.
Okay, then I move for that third year of escrow, dates noted, and that's for RR 322408 Integrity Inc.
Second.
Been moved and seconded. All those in favor indicate by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, say no. Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Next, we have some extension requests for today. The first extension request is RR 08188846 Willoughby and Willoughby Enterprises Incorporated.
Yes, this comes to us from Flora, Indiana. They did receive a violation on December the 19th of 2025. It is still pending. It is relatively new, just slightly over a month. They do have an expiration date of January 24th of 2026. They have not submitted a corrective action plan to us based on previous violations and current pending one. We would like to see a corrective action plan. I'm going to move that since this is a relatively new violation, I'm going to move that we grant a 60-day extension. And during that 60 days, I would like to have them submit a corrective action plan to us and either resolve or set for hearing the pending violation. And that is my motion for RR 0818846 Willoughby and Willoughby Enterprises, Inc.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. All those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, say no. Motion carries. Next, extension for consideration is RR 3233282 Castro LLC.
This comes to us from Avon. We were awaiting some paperwork that we have now received that. The application is complete. It has been set for the local board hearing on March the 3rd. There were no violations. I move that we grant a full 90-day extension for RR 3233282 Castro LLC.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded as to Castro LLC. All those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, say no. Motion carries. I just received an amendment as to Willoughby and Willoughby Enterprises on their extension request. It says
we needed a corrective action plan, but we granted them 60 days to get that to us.
yeah, I'll read this. I'm not sure if it changes anything on that 60 days.
Okay.
We were cited for having bottles of liquor that were not purchased from a distributor. I was under the impression that if we ran out of an item and the delivery was the next week, that we could purchase the bottle from the store. I was wrong on that assumption. I am the only one that makes purchases outside of the distributors and will not make such purchases anymore.
Okay. Sounds like that's his corrective action plan.
It was on an extension form, but it is signed under penalties of perjury.
Okay, I will amend that. I still would like to grant a 60-day extension. The corrective action plan is not needed, but I would like for them to work to resolve or set for hearing the violation that is pending from December 19, 2025, and that's my amended motion on RR 0818846 Willoughby and Willoughby Enterprises, Inc.
Second. Third.
Been moved and seconded. All those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, say no. Motion carries. All right, now next permit for discussion is RR 46-42203 Shooters Bar and Grill LLC.
Yes, this permit did expire October 22nd of 2025. They had a first extension from October 23rd, 2025 to January 22nd, 2026. They do have a letter of authority, which started January 23rd and runs through today. They do not have any violations. We are, however, waiting for their certificate of insurance. We cannot issue a second extension until we get the certificate of insurance. Also, just to note is that they have carry out. If they would like to renew that, we do need to get a new carry out form with the financial information on it. So I'm going to conditionally move that we approve a second extension for 90 days. And once we receive the certificate of insurance and the carryout form, if they want to renew that, that's optional. Then the 90-day extension will kick into place, and that is for RR 46 for 22023 Shooters Bar and Grill LLC.
Second.
Been moved and seconded. All those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say no. Motion carries. Next, permit for discussion is RR 4940045 Miami's Garden LLC.
Yes, this, permit, did expire May the 10th of 2025. They have had 3 extensions, and those are from May the 12th to August 10th of last year, August 11th, 25 to November 8th of last year, November 9th of last year to February 2nd of this year. So they are up for consideration of 4th extension. I will note that they have received 5 violations in 2024. And since that time, they have hired counsel. Through counsel, they did submit a corrective action plan, which addresses the items in their violations. There is one item in the violations that for me is really difficult, and that's hindrance of investigations. I will note that. They did, the local board did recommend on July the 7th that this permit not be renewed. That was a 2-to-1 vote. We did uphold the denial at our July 15th meeting. The permit has been under appeal since that time. There was an appeal hearing that was held January 22nd of this year. I'm a little reluctant because they've had a number of violations, but I feel like they're working with council and they're working to get turned around and hopefully be a good operator. I am going to be a reluctant recommendation that they do get a 30-day extension. I would like to see them get through this appeal hearing, finish that, either resolve it or set it, well, it's already been set for a hearing. But work to get that resolved in whatever manner. And that is for the next 30 days, and I'm gonna make that motion for the 30-day extension for RR 4940045 Miami's Garden LLC.
I'll second it for purposes of discussion.
All right, it's been moved and seconded. Further discussion?
When was the last violation they had?
In 2024, I don't have the exact dates, but they had all 5 violations in 2024. And then they did hire counsel in June of 2024, and they have been working on this, the correct matters since then.
And you said there was a full appeal hearing a week ago, roughly?
On January 22nd, Commissioner Payne did hold an appeal hearing on this permit.
This one causes me a lot of issues because of the allegations in the excise reports, many of which have been admitted pursuant to negotiations with Prosecutor Whitman. I'm also trying to be fair in allowing the appeal process to proceed. Commissioner Judge Payne to make his decision. I'm a little concerned 30 days would get us to when?
Yes, I should mention an exact date. So that would get us to February 24th, which is not a full commission meeting. So I move that we would give them until March the 3rd. I can amend my order for the extension to run until March the 3rd of 2026.
For purpose of this discussion, I should let you know that I did hear this. last Thursday. Council asked for 2 weeks to file proposed findings of fact and conclusions of law, so it will be ruled shortly after that, and for that reason, I will be abstaining from voting on this.
So if I understand correctly, then he asked for 2 weeks from the 22nd.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that would take us to roughly February 5th. I think 6th.
So when the commission approved the extensions on August 5th, 2025 and November 4th of 2025, I was a no on the extension. They did pass, but I expressed my concerns with the things that occurred at the location, the lack of training. Businesses really need to be aware of whether they're a value add to the community or whether they're causing harm to the community. I think I also on this one expressed that excise as law enforcement to engage in the same type of behaviors their security was engaging in, goes through rigorous training, has standard operating procedures that are written and they are expected to follow. So that was some of my concern originally. So based on that, I'm going to be a no vote today to remain consistent with my prior votes on the extension following the denial. Once we have the findings and the hearings and the proposed findings and any possible objections, I'll review those.
And realistically, this is no slam on Judge Payne. He's great at doing his findings. But if he's not going to get the proposed findings until February 6th, that to give him some time to do his findings, let's say that's 2 weeks, that takes us out to the 20th, right? Roughly.
Yeah.
Or to the 20th. Then counsel for the permittee would have 15 days after receiving those to submit objections. So we're into late March for the commission to have time to look at it. So just given the allegations and all the hindrances, all the what appears to be lying repeatedly by the owner and manager of the permittee, I'm gonna have to vote against them.
All right, it's been moved and seconded. All those in favor?
Would I be able to talk for a second?
Well,
I have
right
one,
now we have the case.
just one
We
thing to
have the
say.
case. I believe there was a question and I was trying to answer the question.
Their third extension runs through February the 6th, so they still have an active extension until and that's a Friday, a week from this Friday. So that's 10 days from now.
We do have one commission meeting between now and then.
On February the 3rd.
So as it relates to taking additional testimony at this point, we have the matter, it's been appealed, there was a hearing and a record on that. We do have the corrective action plan, which I'm assuming came at
in July.
Came at our request or through the violation proceedings, I'm not sure.
Yes, we do have it.
I'm not sure which, but we do have that on file. So I don't know, I'm hesitant to take additional testimony today and create another record that may create additional testimony outside of the hearing.
Just a correction of the record.
Okay,
And
well, what is the proposed correction of the record?
here, before we do this, I don't want to open the door to always, on these kinds of motions, offering council the opportunity to address the record, to approve, to correct the record, whatever, then we're gonna be getting into long, lengthy hearings that, at least originally, since I've been here, hasn't been part of the procedure. I would rather continue this till the February 2nd meeting. If Mr. Kirkman wants to correct the record or offer something different, that would give him time to do so. And we can continue this request for an extension to the 2nd, and that will still be before their extension expires, so they'll still be able to operate until then. So that would be my suggestion, although we still have a pending motion before.
So there is at this point, there's a motion and a second to grant an extension until March 3rd. Now there is also a motion to continue consideration of that motion until the February 3rd meeting, with the understanding that the current extension doesn't expire until February 6th.
I'll withdraw my second and move to continue this matter.
And I'll withdraw my motion.
Okay, well, the motion can remain open or we can continue it, but I'll show it withdrawn.
So do you want a new motion?
I believe we have a new motion to continue consideration. Is there a second? Okay, there is a motion and a second. I will just note, if the correction of the record is arguing what's already been argued in the appeal hearing, then we're creating records over other records. I understand why council is inclined to do that. But for purposes of our review today, we've looked at, well, council can file written motion between now and then. It will be considered by the commission. All right, with that, we have a motion and a second to continue to next week. All those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, say no.
I still abstain.
Motion carries. I will show that the motion to continue passes 3-0 with one commissioner abstaining. All right, and unless extensions came in that I'm not aware of. Oh, thank you. We have another extension to add to the agenda by consent that is for RR 36721 Pueblo LLC. Can we take that by consent to add it to the agenda? Consent. All right, I will show that added to the agenda and open it for discussion.
Yes, this permit expired October the 6th of 2025. They had a first extension from October 7th of last year to January 6th of this year. They needed a new reinstatement from the Secretary of State for their entity. That has been taken care of. They're up for a second extension. I will note that they did have a violation in 25 for employee permits, no employee permits and no exam. And in 2023 for the same two items plus serving a minor. Hopefully they've corrected those, and we'll pay attention to make sure everybody is licensed and has an exam before they're serving alcohol, and definitely don't sell to a minor. We did accept this form this morning for the extension. We have not received the extension form or fee as of yet. So I'm going to make this a conditional 90-day extension. One of our managers here did talk to the owner. They are bringing the form and fee in. We'll just note extenuating circumstances with the weather and everything of getting that form and fee in. We don't normally do that, but I feel fine doing it for this one. And that is for RR 3936721 Puebla LLC, conditional 90-day extension, as soon as we get the form and the fee issued us.
Second, sorry.
It's been moved and seconded. For the record, we wouldn't normally do this, but I agree that offices were closed yesterday. And driving conditions are not optimal at the moment. So with that, all those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, say no. Motion carries. All right, now not seeing anything else on the agenda, I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved. For second.
It's been moved and seconded. All those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, say no. Motion carries.